Welcome back to my channel, Ride with Ria here. Today we're going to be talking about my opinion of the best learner bikes out there for new riders. Now, I need to let you guys know that this is kind of my views and opinions on which bike are the best bikes to start out with. You guys might also have your own opinion that you might think are the best, or you might be liking that bike that you want to buy as your first bike. Just remember, I'm just trying to help those who don't know what they want to choose, just to give them the general idea of what they want to start riding on. Now, also a note that I want to make out there: if you're starting off on a 600cc, don't. Not a good idea. They're too powerful, especially for riders that haven't really ridden a bike before. Yes, it is fun. I had one myself. I had a ZX6. Also, they do kind of eat your petrol a lot. They're very, very thirsty. Now, okay, so the categories that I'm going to be talking about today is sport bike, naked bike, dual sport, cruiser, and your standard bikes. Standard bikes, what we would call here in South Africa your delivery board bikes. Debonaires, scooters, Dominos, I don't know, hospital bikes that deliver the medicine. No, those are standard bikes, what they kind of classify as. So, I'm going to start off with the sport bikes. I'm going to give you two of each class, just to give you a general idea of what. As I say, this is my opinions. Feel free to go against mine or to go with mine. I won't be offended if you have your own opinion and do your own thing. I'm not telling you to do something. I'm just trying to guide you as a fellow rider. I don't know how it was like for me when I first started out. So, for the sport bikes, we have the CBR 125, my bike, the bike I started on. It's amazing. It's got a good top speed, great acceleration, extremely light on fuel. I mean, I get about 330 k's on a 13 litre tank if you winding it, so you can actually quite push it a bit further. It's quite agile, handles well. It's just for a beginner bike. I noticed when I first started riding out that it's very heavy in the front, so when you want to turn, you kind of got to lean, but the bike wants to drop all its weight on the floor. So you got to kind of control that, which is quite hard for a brand fresh out of the box rider. If you want to be comfortable, I wouldn't suggest going with the sport bikes, but if you've ridden a bike before and you've got a general idea on how to ride, if you've had lessons before, these are also quite great bikes to start off with. Then the second bike that I've chosen for you is the Kawasaki Ninja 300. It is kind of an old model. I think they've now made it into the 400cc. Also agile, light on petrol, comfortable, good handling, good top speed. Obviously it's faster than the 125s, but it's not over fast, if you know what I'm saying. It's light on petrol. It comes with ABS as well as a assist in clutch slipping. Now, to put that in bikes for dummies terms, it basically gives you smoother gear changing, as well as it prevents less strain on your hands when pulling the clutch, as well as it prolongs the lifespan of your clutch cable as well. Also, it gives you the better confidence as a new rider when beginning to ride. Often you'll sometimes slip and miss a gear, and then if you're not used to it, sometimes it can scare you and maybe cause you to have an accident or something. So that is actually quite a great thing that Kawasaki have done. It just helps you, especially with stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. It just makes it easier. It helps you stall a lot less when you're a beginner. Okay, now we're going to move on to the dual sport bikes. Now, although I ride a Honda, I'm not going with Honda. It's just that I have ridden these bikes, so, and out of the bikes that I've ridden, these are like my top favorites. So I'm not going against Honda. It's not an advertising video, so thanks. Right, so the Honda XR125, 150, 190, generally the same. Obviously just the top speeds and the torque are a little bit different. They're very, very light in handling, they're comfortable, they're not too tall, so if you're kind of a short rider, if you're a very short person, you might have a problem with the height, but if you're an average height sized person, you'll handle this bike quite easily. It's light in the front, it's good weight distribution, light on fuel, it's a carbureted engine, and then the only problem is the 190 doesn't come. The 125 and the 150 do not come with a fuel gauge, so you're going to have to kind of see how far you can go on your fuel tank using the kilometer counter, the odometer, and just see how far you can get on a fuel tank before you know you run out of petrol. The 190 though does come with the fuel gauge, which actually helps. It helps a lot. The second bike for the dual sport is the Suzuki DR200. Now this bike, it is good for off-roading as well as the XR for both all-terrain. It's light on fuel as well. It's got a good acceleration, not the highest top speed, same with the XR. They haven't got the best top speed because they're not meant for racing, but they have got quite a nice acceleration as well, just to get you to where you're going, but they're more just for a chilled ride. They're both very nice to look at. I mean, a lot of my friends have them, they're actually calling us the Honda Squad, or the XR Clan, and a lot of teens, when you first starting off, a lot of them in my school was full of Honda XRs. It was quite a good bike. Same with there wasn't much DR200s that we have here. I don't see many around, but obviously you can get them. Then next topic that we're going to talk about is the naked bike class. Now what I've chosen for you today is the Duke 125. It's also light on petrol, lightweight. It's not too high on the seat, so if you're quite a short person, you can still learn to ride it. Good top speed, good acceleration. It comes with a fuel management system which tells you how far you've got left on your tank, so how far you can go depending on how you're riding. It also gives you a total time that you've been riding for your day, so you can actually it logs it, you can actually log it and see how many hours you've actually spent riding your bike. The next bike that I'm going to choose is a higher cc. It's the Kawasaki Z300. This bike is phenomenal to look at. It's, in my opinion, it's one of the sexiest naked bikes that you can find out there. It's got a good top speed, good acceleration, light on fuel, very well balanced with the weight distribution. It's comfortable, easy to handle, agile. Just to look at it as well, it's so nice. Then for the cruiser bikes, I would say you don't get many cruiser bikes as a beginner rider. A lot of them just start on the 650, 600 cc's, 700, 800s, up that way. But if you want to go for a low cc, if you're a beginner bike, I would go for the big boy Mustang 250. It is quite a nice cruiser bike. It's good to look at. I'm not too familiar with the specs, but I do know it's alright petrol consumption. Even though it's a 250, it still does chow a lot. It's not the fastest bike out there. It's not the, also with acceleration, It's not too good. It's a cruiser. It's meant for cruising. It's not meant for racing. That's why it's classified as a cruiser. This is pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Hit a like as well. And also don't forget to turn your notifications on for my next video updates. Keep well. Ride safe. Peace.